Hey guys, Stephanie with AmericanMuscle.com here with my overview and install of the Pypes Street Pro Touring Axleback exhaust fitting 2015 and up EcoBoost Mustangs. We're going to be talking about a few different things with this exhaust today, but mainly we'll talk about the sound of the Axleback and the install. The install for this is easy. It's going to be a 2 out of 3 wrenches on the difficulty meter since there is some cutting involved, but I'll get more into that later. The Pypes Street Pro Touring Axleback is going to be a good option for you if you're looking for more of a budget-friendly Axleback that still delivers with stainless steel materials and still has more of a standard muffler design. The majority of the less expensive Axlebacks offer a muffler delete system, but the Street Pro Touring Axleback doesn't fall into that category. So if you're looking for a system that wakes up the EcoBoost, but that isn't too loud and that doesn't have drone, then you're in the right place. The sound that this Axleback offers is what I consider a smooth sound. It's not raspy and loud, but more deep and smooth. It's not loud just to be loud. Now it's obvious with the EcoBoost that you're going to get that 4-cylinder turbo car sound, but there are some Axlebacks that really enhance that sound. This isn't one of them. It's still a turbo 4-cylinder sound, but it doesn't sound exactly like an import, which makes it a good option if you're trying to avoid that type of sound. Like most aftermarket Axlebacks in the EcoBoost, this one is going to make the turbo more noticeable. You get a ton of blow-off and turbo noise with this Axleback, and honestly, I don't think that's something that you can get away from with the EcoBoost. You're opening up that turbo, and as a result, you make it more noticeable. This is a 409 stainless steel Axleback, like I mentioned earlier, and it's also mandrel-bent. It has 4-inch polished stainless steel tips as well. Pypes does also offer this system with black powder-coated tips instead if you guys like that look better. These systems are going to have slightly different prices, but I'll talk more about that in a minute. And I always say this, but stainless steel is always a great option for the cars that see all different types of road conditions because it offers great corrosion resistance. Overall, this is an Axleback that doesn't have a ton of raspiness and popping to it. I will say though, to keep in mind that this can get even louder with the mid-pipe and headers. With that being said, I'm going to give it a solid 3 out of 5 on the loudness scale. At the end of the day though, no matter if you love this sound or you hate it, it really all depends on what you're looking for and what you like. And luckily, there are quite a few options out there. When we start to look at price, like I mentioned earlier, this Axleback is on the more budget-friendly side. If you like the look of the black tips, you can expect to spend right about $500 for this system, while the polished stainless steel tips cost about $30 less. Either way, both systems are very affordable when you compare them to other options. But just like I say with every Axleback, if this isn't what you're looking for, feel free to check out some of the other options since there is a lot to choose from. You're going to be looking at the typical cut and clamp design with the install for this Axleback since you need to cut all S550 Axlebacks. I'm going to call this a 2 out of 3 wrenches on the scale, but just because of the cutting that's involved. Now, it's nothing difficult, I just recommend some eye protection and a fresh blade to make the cutting easier. Overall, you're looking at about 2 hours to get this all done. A lift would certainly make things easier for you here, but the job can be done on jack stands as well if you don't have access to one. Cutting the factory Axleback isn't hard, just be sure to measure twice and plan to measure where you'll be cutting so you don't make a mistake. The new Axleback will come with new clamps for you and 2 built-in in the tips, so you don't have to worry about that. When you go to install your new setup, it'll probably be easiest to leave everything loose until you have it all lined up and then tighten it down. Overall, the Pypes Street Pro Touring Axleback is a good option for someone looking for a stainless steel system that's going to help with exhaust tone, but that isn't going to be too rowdy. This is a mandrel-bent system with 4-inch polished stainless steel tips or black powder-coated tips. You can check this Axleback out some more online for yourself, and for all things Mustang, keep it right here at AmericanMuscle.com.